Because his parents were Bobby's on so me, it's crazy. I don't want to get married again.
Yeah. Just print the whole overall. We all have mutual friends. Oh, what happened with the one?
그래도 티셔츠 근데 번호가
Нам очень
Где у нас
Yeah.
Ça me fait dans les jambes. Pareil.
Now you're like, now I'm thinking, that was actually one that's what I'm choosing.
Everything's been parked and we have these are two for $15.
Really play many rules.
Can we get the fibers off of it?
One taxi.